Hi, Claudia.
Kelly, how you doing? Good?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you? Fine?
Yes, I'm fine. And you?
Great. Yes, I'm okay. Yesterday I got confused with the schedule because I thought it would be early. I thought it was at 8 o'clock, but it turns out that the class was at 9 o'clock, right? And we had that new schedule. But now, well,
Yes,
we are in class now. So how are you, Nayeli?
don't worry. Actually, I never know that Bolivia has different hours with Ecuador. I
Yeah,
always I always thinking that we had the same time, and
yeah.
it was very weird for me.
Yeah, I was like, maybe we got confused with the time zone because, well, it's different. Yours is 1 hour before.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay. Well, anyway, no problem. So let's start, Nayeli, and let's see. Good. Let's start where we were talking about what motivates you, what inspires you, what you do. I don't know if it's helping people, helping animals. You told me that, for instance, you like giving food, right? Yes. Mhm. So let's start by working with some situations. It says, when I was at university, okay? We have A, B, C, and D. Could you read those four situations?
Yes. Pharmaceutical companies develop and sell drugs and medicine. B. Chemistry is a branch of the science concerning with substances and their properties. And C. Physics is a branch of science concerning with the nature and properties of matter and energy. And D. Biology is the study of living organisms.
Very good. Yes. So there we have pharmaceutical companies, chemistry, physics, biology. Yes, very good. Don't forget that vocabulary. Okay.
Okay.
So let's listen to Lucas. He says, right, when I was at university. So he's gonna talk about when he was, in the past, and he did. Says, listen to Lucas. What does he mostly talk about? He talks about science. He explains why he lost his first job. He talks about the subjects, physics, biology, etc. He studied at university, or he talks about his career at the pharmaceutical company. So let's listen, and then you tell me which one to choose. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, good. Let's start.
I've always been interested in art. I loved art classes when I was at primary school, but I didn't continue with art when I started high school. I studied biology, chemistry, and physics, and then I went on to study biochemistry at college. I graduated with high marks and I found a job quickly with a well-known pharmaceutical company. Things were okay at the start, but soon I realized it wasn't for me. I was finding the work very stressful, and after 6 months, I quit.
Mhm.
I think that he's talking about the first.
Mhm. Okay, could be. So tell me,
N-
what did he? Yes,
No,
yes.
okay. He's talking about the tree.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's talking about that he always likes sciences, and he tries a lot of subjects in the university, but um, So he studied that, but in his first job, he know in the 6 months that doesn't is good for him, so he quit.
Very good, Nayeli. Yes, yes. What about you, Nayeli? Were you or did you decide to study that major in your career?
I always love the art, yeah, but I know that my family will gonna say that it's impossible. So, I always was good in many things in when I was in the school, like history, geography, idioms, so something like that. So I don't know what I studied, and I just go and doing a lot of psychology texts
Oh,
for
okay.
choose the career,
Mm-hmm.
and there in that test always saying like options like that was very similarly, but one of the options that repeat was international relations. So I studied what about that, the the subjects, the topics, and I like it. So I say, well, maybe international relations it can be for me. And I know that when I go to university, for me is there's not gonna be other opportunity, other chance.
Mm-hmm.
So I say, okay, it's gonna be this career and this career. I don't have other option.
Oh, good. Good, but that's good. Actually, if you took some psychological evaluations or tests to determine which career, which major is good for you, that's good. That's good. Because sometimes we don't know, right? We are not sure. But are you happy with your
Yes, I'm
subject
happy.
prepared?
I
No, that
like it. I'm maybe not. I know that maybe I'm going to doing a career that is more like social work or philanthropy, but now I know how to direct my career to the topics that I like it. So I like, like the topics or the subjects has too much like history and that things that are interesting for me. But yes, and now I say like, well, the art is gonna be impossible, so I
mhm,
now have like a hobby and not a career, a professional career.
mhm. Oh, I understand. Well, you say that you love the arts. Is it painting, drawing, dancing, playing an
And
instrument?
I like the 7 arts, the but I think that I am really good in the music, painting, writing, and yes, and that I really like that. Some people doing like statues or things, and I can do that, but I don't enjoy it too much. Like I enjoy the three classics, classic
Oh,
ones. Yeah.
interesting. Uh, good, good. That's something good to know. Great. Okay. Now it says, notice how Lucas introduces his story with the present perfect and then continues giving details in the simple past. So let's listen to the story and we follow the reading. Let's listen again.
I've always been interested in art. I loved art classes when I was at primary school, but I didn't continue with art when I started high school. I studied biology, chemistry, and physics, and then I went on to study biochemistry at college. I graduated with high marks and I found a job quickly with a well-known pharmaceutical company. Things were okay at the start, but soon I realized it wasn't for me. I was finding the work very stressful, and after 6 months I quit.
Mhm. So, where is the sentence in the present perfect? What sentence is it?
And I always been interested in art. Is present perfect?
Very good. Yes.
And I love art. Is past simple?
That's true
Yes, and when I was at primary school, is past simple.
as well. And why, Nayeli, why do you think he starts with present perfect and then he continues with simple past,
Because
simple
maybe
past, simple past?
he maybe start with perfect perfect because he is still interested in art. It's something that he keeping with him, but now he doesn't have art class or he is at primary school, so he's speaking by simple.
Very good. Yes, excellent, Nayeli. You're right. Of course, the whole story is about what he studied, right? He's telling that he graduated, he finished, he started this career and everything. Those are in the past. But when he says, I've always been interested, it means that he was interested before and he's still interested now. Nice, nice, very good. Okay, let's continue. Good. So it says Lucas continues talking. Now we are going to complete the text using the past simple or the present perfect. You are going to listen and you have to complete the missing word. Okay? Okay. So let's start. You can do it if you want in your notebook or take notes.
Okay.
Okay, you let me know if you can listen. Me dices si puedes escuchar, please.
While I was wondering what to do
Is
next,
it okay?
Yes, it's okay.
Okay.
while I was wondering what to do next, I started drawing again. Cartoons mostly. My parents encouraged me to send my cartoons to some publishers, and after a slow start, I began to get some work. Since then, I haven't looked back.
Once again, Nayeli?
No, I think that I okay.
Okay, let's check. Could you read the text, please, what you have?
Okay. Uh, while I was wondering what to do next, I started
Mhm,
drawing again cartoons mostly. My parents encouraged me
mhm. Yes.
to send my cartoons to some publishers, and after a low start, I began to get
Mhm.
some work.
Yes.
Since then, I have looked back.
Good. Since then, I haven't looked back. Yes. So, the same as you said from the previous, right, listening. He started drawing. He was encouraged by his parents. He began to get some work, and I haven't looked back. So he's still working with it. Very good. Very nice. It continues now. Okay. It says, now I'm a freelance cartoonist. So let's listen to how he uses the present perfect. He's still talking about the things that have changed in his life. We have 6 sentences. Could you read the sentences, Nayeli? It says his cartoons.
Okay. Listen, his cartoons have appeared in several different newspapers. He has created his own range of greeting cards. He has written 2 books. He has won a prize for his cartoon. He has never regretted his decision to become a freelance cartoonist, and his work as a cartoonist is rewarding.
Very good. So let's listen. and you tell me if the sentences are true or false. Let's start.
My cartoons have appeared in several different newspapers, and I now have regular work with one of them, which has given me some job security. In addition, I have created my own range of greeting cards and illustrated a number of books for children. I've also written 2 books, and I'm working on my 3rd. I haven't won any prizes for literature yet, but you never know. I've never regretted my decision to become a freelance cartoonist. One of the best things is the flexibility. I can work whenever and wherever I want. It's true that I don't earn anywhere near as much money as I did before, but the work is much more rewarding.
Mhm.
Okay.
Very good. So you tell me, Nayeli. What about number 1?
That is true. His cartoon have appeared in several different newspapers.
Mhm. What about number 2?
That's true also because he has created his own range of greeting cards.
Then,
The 3 is true again.
yeah.
The
What about
4
number 4?
is fake. He hasn't won a prize yet.
The
The 5 is true, and the 6, the last one is true also.
Very good, Nayeli. Yes, you're right. Excellent. Okay. So, right, what has changed? There we have some verbs: create, appear, write, win, and regret. Okay. So, it says Lucas talks about the things that have changed since a specific point in time in the past. What is this specific point? Of course, in the past, he studied, right? Biology. He finished his major. He graduated. He started working, but then he said, "No, I quit. I don't want this job anymore," and he started a new journey. About this specific point in the past, he's going to start a new one. Let's listen, okay, to this last part of the story, and we complete with the verbs. Okay, let's start, and then we.
Okay.
My cartoons have appeared in several different newspapers, and I now have regular work with one of them, which has given me some job security. In addition, I have created my own range of greeting cards and illustrated a number of books for children. I've also written 2 books, and I'm working on my 3rd. I haven't won any prizes for literature yet, but you never know. I've never regretted my decision to become a freelance cartoonist. One of the best things is the flexibility. I can work whenever and wherever I want. It's true that I don't earn anywhere near as much money as I did before, but the work is much more rewarding.
Mhm. Do you have the verbs?
I think I need to hear again.
No problem.
My cartoons have appeared in several different newspapers, and I now have regular work with one of them, which has given me some job security. In addition, I have created my own range of greeting cards and illustrated a number of books for children. I've also written 2 books, and I'm working on my 3rd. I haven't won any prizes for literature yet, but you never know. I've never regretted my decision to become a freelance cartoonist. One of the best things is the flexibility. I can work whenever and wherever I want. It's true that I don't earn anywhere near as much money as I did before, but the work is much more rewarding.
Okay.
Great. So let's check. It says my cartoons.
Okay. My cartoons have appeared in several different newspapers.
Yes. Very good.
And now I have regular work with your content, which has given me some job security. In addition, I'm creating my own range of greeting cards.
Yes. Oops. Sorry. Okay, I've created, yes.
And illustrated a number of books for sharing. I also write two
Mhm.
books and working on my team. I I won't win any prize.
Is it an experience? Maybe I haven't.
I haven't won any prize. I haven't won any prize for literature yet, but you never know. I had never regretted my decision to become a freelance cartoonist.
Very good. Yes. Regret it. Yes. So he's talking about a life experience. When we talk about experiences, we use the present perfect. You may talk about your previous life, but if you talk about experience, I don't know, that changed your life, that made you rethink something, right? And for instance, you may say, I was at home and then one day I decided to move to another country. Now that, and here starts my experience. Now that I have moved, I have started my own family and I have decided to start my own business. So you're talking about a new experience, you use the present perfect, right? Okay. For instance, Nayeli, you live now in a different place, right, from your family.
Right.
But you can talk about your life at the school, your life with your family, everything in the past. However, when you started this new chapter in this new location, you can use the present perfect. Now, I have started the university. I have met new people. I have decided, right? So for new experiences, you can use the present perfect. Okay, let's continue. It says, Alicia, we have some verbs there. It says to complete the text with the present perfect or the simple past. So we have to choose if she's talking about some things in her past or a new experience. For example, when I was at the university, I environmental science. We have study plan, do, speak, care, speak, start. 3 years ago, I a job as a hydrologist. I try to improve the quality of water in my city. I'm always about environment, so I'm a member of Tree for Life. We thousands of trees. I also many times at local schools. Good. When it's a finished activity, we use the present perfect. I mean the simple past. If it's something that we are still doing, present perfect. So let's decide again. Let's start with the first line. When I was at university, I have studied or I studied. What do you think?
Okay. Uh, when I was at university, I studied environment science. 3 years
Mhm.
ago, I I have started a job as a hydrologist.
Hydrologist, yes. Give me a moment. I will put here
I
this.
started.
I started, yes, because it says 3 years ago. 3 años
Yes.
atrás, right? Yes. So it will be here. I started. Mhm.
I
Then
try to improve the quality of the water in my city. I had always cared. I have always cared about the environment.
very good. Mhm.
So I have also done volunteer work.
Mhm.
I am a member of Tree for Life. We we had planted thousands of trees in my city.
Yes, very good. Thousands of trees in my city.
And I have also speak many times at local school.
Mm-hmm. And the past participle is speak, spoke,
Spoke
spoke.
I spoke many times at local schools to help students understand how important trees are for the environment. Last year, I speak at more than 25 schools.
Mm-hmm. I spoke, yes. And more than 25 is cool. Yes, very good. So I studied, it's finished, right? I started a job. Now, something that started in the past and continues in the present. I have always cared, I still care about the environment. So I have also done volunteer work. I am still doing volunteer. Good. We have planted many trees. I have spoken many times, right? Last year, I spoke. El año pasado, hablé. That's it. Yes, very good. Nice. Nice, Nayeli. Great. Oh, sorry. Yes, and there you have, right? Everything was perfect. Todo estaba muy bien. Very good. Let's go to the next. So it says make 2 sentences for each image with the present perfect and the simple past. Okay. We are going to use these expressions that we have here. Give me yes. We have 3 years ago, when I was young, last week. For example, 3 years ago would be for simple past. If
Okay,
I
we can
say,
be
for
simple
study English,
present 2 years ago.
hmm, we have study English, do volunteer work, take public transportation, and help other people. So for picture A, what sentences can you make? One has to be in present perfect and the other in the simple past.
3 years ago, I studied English.
Mm-hmm.
So today I have doubt. Today I have doubt
Yeah.
English for children.
Mm-hmm. Very good. English to children.
Children.
Mm-hmm. Very good. I studied English, finish, and I have taught English to children. It means that you still do it. Very good. What about for picture B?
Me in 2016, I I help uh I help in an ancient hunt.
Yes, or institution? Yes, 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 yes. Or an institution.
Institution for
Mm-hmm. For ancient people, yes.
ancient,
Very
ancient
good.
people.
Excellent.
So now 3 times in the year, I I I have done volunteer work.
Mm-hmm. Good. Um, yes, very good, very good. What about picture C?
When I was at school, I always take public transportation.
Remember the past, the simple past of take, took. So I always
Took
took. Mhm,
took token took.
I always took
When
public.
I was at school, I always took public transportation.
Mhm. Good, good, good. And in the present perfect?
Um, but now in but now I have
Taken.
I have never taken the public transportation again in my life.
Good. Very good sentence. Finally, what about help other people?
Okay, when I was young, my family taught me how I can help other people.
Yes, taught me. Good.
So now I always help. I always had help other people. I had
Mm-hmm.
always help other people.
I have always helped. Yes, you started and now you continue. Very good. Very good, Nayeli. Now, time to complete an exercise. I'm gonna share with you in the WhatsApp group here an exercise in which we are using the present perfect. Give me a second. Where is that exercise? Yes. And talking about an experience, I'm gonna share it. I don't know if you have seen it. Yes. Okay. Have you received?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Give me. Okay. So in that reading, where's that? Okay. There you have. Oh my goodness. We have the reading first. Okay. It says read and then answer. Sue has already done many things. Let's start by reading the story. Could you read the story, please, Nayeli? It says, have you ever?
Okay. Right. Um. Have you ever cleaned a mountain? I have already cleaned a mountain. It was the best experience I had ever had. If you haven't cleaned a mountain yet, I would advise you to try it. I had done many times in my life. I have run a marathon. I did it that a few years ago. I ran in a race in London and I came in second. I had sailed a boat. I had sailed a boat across a big lake. I sailed across Lake Champlain about 3 years ago. It was a wonderful experience and one I will never forget. I had also done bungee jumping. I went bungee jumping last year with some of my friends. It was really thrilling. There are a few things I had done yet. I haven't ridden a motorcycle. I would love to do that this year. I haven't really had camel and I also plan to do it one day. I also haven't skydived the Alps yet. I'm young and had a lot of time to do these things.
Mm. So she has done many things. Okay. Now, using the article, we're going to complete the following. In the first time, in the first part, you have to complete the questions. Have you ever? And you have to complete with the correct verb. A mountain. I have many things. We have to scan the article and complete the sentence. And then in part two, it says answer the questions. What has Sue climbed? She has, right? She has climbed. Was it a good experience? Yes or no? Okay. And we are going to complete number 1 and number 2 first, and then we're gonna do 3 and 4. Okay? So let's start with number 1 and number 2. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller, or do you prefer to do like this? I don't know. You tell me. Can you can read it in the group as well or on the screen, and we
Yes.
complete the exercise. Okay, okay. So you are
Uh,
going to have 4 minutes to complete exercise 1 and exercise 2, and then we check
1 and 2.
1 and 2. Yes, just 1 and 2.
Okay.
Okay, you can start. Okay, Nayeli, ready?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, good. So let's check. What about the first part? It's complete the following. Could you read letter A?
Okay. Have you ever climbed a mountain?
Letter B?
I have done many things.
Letter C?
I ran a race a few years ago.
Yeah, very good. Then,
I haven't ridden a camel.
yes, I haven't ridden a camel. Letter E?
I haven't skied down the Alps yet.
Very good. What about the questions now? What has Sue climbed?
A mountain. She climbed a mountain.
Very good. Was it a good experience?
Yes, she says that it was the best experience that she ever had.
Excellent. Has Sue already run a marathon?
Yes, she ran the marathon in
Mhm.
London.
Very good. And has Sue done bungee jumping?
Um, yes, she also done bungee jumping.
Mhm. Excellent. Let's now complete exercise 3. It says choose the correct answer. Has Sue ridden a camel yet?
Mm, mm, No, she hasn't.
Very good. Yeah, no, she hasn't. When does she plan to do this?
She plans to do it one date.
Mhm. And why is she able to do all these things?
Uh, because she's young and he hasn't the time to do it that to do it.
Mhm. Very good. Yes. What about you now, Nayeli? It says write 3 things that you have already experienced and 3 things that you haven't experienced yet.
Okay.
You
Uh,
are going to yeah, tell me.
I climb a mountain. Also, I also climb a
Mhm.
mountain.
Okay, very good. So you have climbed a mountain. One experience.
Yes.
What else?
But I never ridden. I have never ridden a camel on a
Oh,
camel, and I think that I never gonna do that.
oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't like it how they tried.
Yes.
And I had planted an arbor, a tree.
Oh, you have planted a tree. Good.
Yes. Um, I mm, I had never run on a marathon.
Oh, mm-hmm. We have never ran a marathon. Okay.
Yes, and I had I had sing it in front of public
Oh, you
in
have
a
sand?
stage.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but I have never. I don't know what I do. Uh, but I have never on going in a glove. Atmospheric atmospheric glove.
Oh, okay. You have never. Would you like to?
I don't know. I don't know. The people say that is it doesn't good with the environmental, but I don't know if
Um,
that's true.
oh,
In
yeah, I don't know
Ecuador,
either.
in Ecuador had we had.
Oh,
Yes.
quite
But
interesting.
I don't afraid of the highest. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe I can do that.
Yes, good, good, excellent, excellent, Nayeli. That was quite interesting. Yes, you know, that you have sang in front of people on a stage, right? That's something that I would never do. I am really afraid of singing. My voice is not. But good. Okay, let's continue then. Uh, good.
Okay.
I'm gonna share the slide. What about the next part? Yes. Again, we have some sentences, we have some phrases, and we're gonna come up with some sentences in the present perfect and in the simple past. We have 3 years ago, when I was young, last week, many times, today, or in 1998, when I was at school, never, or for 3 years. What about picture A? What sentence would you make? Or what sentence?
Picture 8. Uh, I changed many times my job,
Mhm.
but today I had worked like a politician very well.
Very good. Yes, yes, I have worked. What about picture B?
B. I never tried to start something new things, but the last week I have take I have taken for first time a dance class of dance.
Okay, so you have taken, or you have started dance class. Good. What about picture C?
Um, in 1998, we bought a new house,
Mm-hmm.
but the
We,
last week we decided we had decided to move it.
mm-hmm. But then we have decided, oh, good. And in 1998, we bought it. And we have decided to move. Good. What about picture D?
Okay. Uh, for 3 years, I had always I have always gone to a new places.
Mm-hmm. Go to a
Uh,
new.
but many times I was very happy to do that.
Ah, good. Nice, nice. Very good, Nayeli. What about the last slide? Yes. Okay. What about rewarding things that you have done in your life? Okay. And let's see. I know that you have done many of these things, but let's practice. Nayeli, have you ever helped someone? What did you do?
Okay. Um. Yes.
Mhm. Was it a friend, a family member, a colleague? What did
I
you do?
help friends, family members, my workmates, and technology people too. Sometimes.
Mhm. And what did you do? Maybe you helped with homework, you
Uh,
helped with the money. What did you do?
for example, today was I don't know if a tourist or she maybe doesn't know the city, so I helped her to hint was the right station to go to
Oh,
the hotel that she was.
mhm. Good, good. You were giving directions. That's nice. That's good.
Yes.
What about money? Have you ever given money to someone?
Yes, I give money to the street sellers,
Yes.
so
Yes.
that yes, the people that doesn't have like house, the I know that have words in English,
Oh, the homeless.
homeless.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, homeless people, and I eat in our organization the child fund. I don't know if you know that. I always in December that is for Christmas. I give money to them.
Nice. What about an old person? Have you helped an elderly person?
I help, but not indirectly. Wait, I think so. I go to the institute or Asian people, and we
Yeah.
sing, and also we bought food and give them that food. But I never doing that like in the picture that I just met as an or elder person and go to hell.
Mhm. Interesting, Nayeli. Have you ever or have you helped someone who had an accident?
No, because I never was in an accident in the present. But I
Mhm.
don't want that because I don't know if I gonna be in shock or I gonna help. So it can be the two reactions.
Mhm.
So I don't want to I don't want experience that.
Mhm. This is interesting as well. You have, but maybe in another occasion. Have you helped a stranger in the street?
Yes, I had a stranger in the street. I tried that it if they look like kindness or maybe the street is with other people. I try to help. Yes, I know that is something is like dangerous. So if like desert in the street, I always like saying like I'm busy, sorry, and still working. But if we have like that each day is date and we have light and many people around us, I can help.
Mhm. Nice, nice. Very good, Nayeli. Excellent. Right. Okay. With this, we finish this part. And well, before we finish class, I don't know, Nayeli, if it's possible for you to have another session or an extra session tomorrow, so we can
Yes,
compensate
yes,
one class,
yes,
our
it's
class.
okay.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay. Okay. So tomorrow we can have a double session, and then we can find another day, could be Thursday or it could be Friday, that we can also have a double session to compensate that. Is it okay?
okay.
Okay, very good. So then I will see you again tomorrow. I will send you one exercise for homework, and that's it.
Okay, see you tomorrow. Thank you so
Okay,
much, Claudia.
sure, Nayeli. Okay, then. Bye bye. Take care.